We're at Millbrae for the first of this weekend's playoff fixtures. It's first against second in the FOSROC Super Series Sprint Final as Ayrshire Bulls lock horns with Stirling Wolves. Richie Simpson, the man to kick off. It's a high kick-off, will be taken well by Jari Aguntabeju, 6'8". Right. Well, James Malcolm scored 4 tries in the opening day victory against Stirling Wolves from this sort of position, and the ball fed back to the hooker. Bulls very well organised in this facet of the game, and over they go for that first try. We'll see who comes up last, but it is James Malcolm, the Ayrshire Bulls hooker. Almost impossible to defend when the Bulls get their driving line-out set like that. And it's Ayrshire Bulls 5, Stirling Wolves 0. Simpson catches that one nicely, adds the extras. Richie Simpson put the ball back in the corner, not quite as close as the previous line-out in which James Malcolm scored the opening try. Again, clean take. And the ball fed back to James Malcolm. The Wolves stopped that once, but Ayrshire Bulls again building momentum. It's still with Malcolm. This will be very difficult for the Wolves to stop with the breakaway. Out it goes, and it's Beattie cuts back inside into the traffic, taken down by Rory Knott. Bulls very close, pick and go, and over they go. And it's Blair McPherson, the captain, the man who plunges over for the second try. Couldn't score from the line-out maul, but 2 or 3 phases later, McPherson goes over, and the Bulls very much in control of this game in the early stages. Well, Richie Simpson from a very similar position strokes over his second successful conversion of the evening. Now to the forwards, McPherson looking for his second try, helped forward by Grant Stewart. Bulls forwards will just keep things very tight here.
Away 5.
A metre or so short. Troops massing here for the Bulls. And the referee awards the try. Again, we'll just see who comes up last. Is it perhaps Calvin Henderson? It is, the big tight head prop. It seemed almost inevitable there.
A metre or so out, Simpson chips over the conversions, and that's a half.
Joe Roberts do likewise. He finds Pow again at the front of the line out, and the ball fed back into the hands of the young hooker, and it's going forward.
Stopped once.
Bulls defence trying furiously to get themselves organised. It's going sideways now. It's going forward again towards the try line, and they have gone over for the try. And it's Rory Knott, the blindside flanker, the man who gets Wolves on the score sheet. Not back into the starting side today with Mackenzie Duncan dropping to the bench in the conversion. McPherson with the tackle, ball back inside. There's Hasdell again just growing into this game, takes the pass from Glenn Bryce, but it out the back and nobody there at home, and away goes Mason Cullen. Has he got the legs to go in? Chased the whole way, but I think Mason Cullen will go in the corner. He does indeed dot that down, chased by Marcus Holden. But from nothing, the ball came out the back of the Wolves breakdown, was snapped up by Mason Cullen, who had the gas to race away down the Bulls' right flank, and he does go in for the Bulls' 4th try. Eric Davey, replacement scrum half. And it goes into the midfield. Cunningham gets the ball back again, and out it goes to McKnight. Can he score this time? Dragged down just short. Oh, well, he's gone over. He's allowed that extra one dynamic movement. And the big winger, who was denied just a moment or two ago, does go over for the Wolves' 2nd try.
First man.
Enjoying the music there, Chris. Out it comes, Ed Hasdell charges into the 22, gets a hands free. And Ryan Southern goes in for Stirling Wolves. The foreign player for Stirling, player of the match in his last 2 outings. And again, this game, we did say that a long way to go with 17 minutes left. Wolves with their 3rd try is 26 points to 17. He's dwarfed by his opposite number, Jamie Shedden, but he's so powerful. He's low to the ground. The conversion attempt from out wide by Marcus Holden. And up go the flags. No mistake this time by Marcus Holden. Mistake by Stirling Wolves as they went through phases they perhaps didn't need to. However, a yellow card has been shown, I think, to Eric Davey, is it? The replacement scrum half for Stirling Wolves.
Yeah, and they're teeing off now because Johnson took it quick. Mackenzie Duncan then threw him out the way. Eric Davey, who has been yellow carded, then got involved. It's not the brightest idea.
Still with the Bulls. 5 minutes remaining here at Millbrae. A try now for the home side. Would win this sprint title. Simpson gets the hands free. A lovely offload. And it's Jamie Shedden who goes in. And that is the try that will win the FOSROC Super Series sprint title for the Ayrshire Bulls. Simpson catches that one nicely. Well, that's a wonderful kick, side to attack. Well, the referee's indicating time is up. Richie Simpson kicks the ball off the pitch. The referee, David Sutherland, blows for full time, and the Ayrshire Bulls are the FOSROC Super Series sprint winners 2024. The final score, Ayrshire Bulls 33, Stirling Wolves 19.
There are some quality players there is, and a lot of experience as well when you see them getting the medals.
It's such a powerful pack, and you can see the build of some of these guys. It's no wonder they've got such a solid set piece going in the first 2 tries from the line out and then from the scrum.
So welcome along to Golden Acre for this third, fourth place playoff match between Heriots and Watsonians. It's our match referee Johnny Perham with the whistle, and we get this first half underway. 5 metres from this Watsonians line. Linus towards the middle of the line. Then he joins in the drive. He'll look to receive possession of the ball, tucked under that right arm. They're driving their way towards the Watsonians line. The referee raises the arm. Johnny Perham is satisfied that was a good driving ball from the home side. Here he goes then. That's sweet, clean and true, nice and straight. Another 2 points for Heriots. Now they get the drive on. Pritchard goes in. It's very much part of this maul that begins to straighten up and aim its way towards the line. The referee squats down once, twice, has a good long hard look. See how close Watsonians are to get clean grounding of the ball then. Just a mass of forwards. It's Baggett that picks up. Baggett found his way towards the line, and the skipper is in for a score. And Watsonians hit back in similar fashion. Watching on there is St John Broad, the scrum half. Not quite the same momentum initially, but they go once more, and Heriot's now driving towards that Watsonians line. They've got the advantage, signalled by the referee. So Johnny Perham will allow Heriot's a period of advantage. He'll run underneath the posts, and that's a guaranteed 7 points then for Heriot's. They've been awarded the penalty score, 14 points to 5. A penalty try coming and a yellow card brandished. Watsonians will be down to 14 men. It looks as if that's been Matt Pritchard who's been shown the yellow card, has it? It's a throw in from Linus. Again finding Heriot's hands in the middle of the line. Linus joins in once more. Similar story to what has gone before. Still they gain ground closer towards the line. They pick and go a second time. Heriot's looking to jockey for position. Up and over a third time. And once more, they are simply not to be denied. The Heriot's forward line engineering a third opportunity from a line out inside the Watsonians 22. Heriot's again looking for options there. Locked forwards, queuing up to try and finish off this move. Broad once more. They're getting close to be underneath those posts, and they're in for their 4th try of the afternoon. Straight in front of the sticks. Just a step back, clean strike, 2 points. Heriot's again looking to reorganise, to get a 5th try in the contest. Johnny Perriam just watching on there as the ball ends up ricocheting off one of his shins there. And as the referee is going to the pocket and going to brandish another yellow card, so Watsonians for the 2nd time in the match will be down a man. He's looking to Seb Cecil now. Cecil just losing his balance. That was good cover defence there from Heriot's. The big back row forward tumbling to the ground. Baggett doing well with the hands there, out towards the right hand side. Watsonians want to be direct towards the line, and the right winger there, Lomond McPherson, rolling back the years, peeled his way across the edge of the 22 to gather possession of the ball, and then he was straight and direct when he received possession, aiming his way towards the line. The Heriot's cover defence. Opportunity now for Heriot's. Good work from the outside centre on then towards the left wing. 13 and 11 linking up brilliantly there. Matt Davidson with the initial run. Lewis Wells again biding his time, receiving the pass on the edge of the 22, and a crisp acceleration from both the outside centre and the left wing, cutting through the Watsonians defence. Dan King, again the kick being aided, and that's beginning to swing in very nicely indeed. That's curled in very nicely. A further 2 points then for Dan King and for Heriot's. 33 Watsonians 10. Oh, the kick is charged down and the opportunity presents itself to Heriot's. It looked as if it should never have been a problem there for Watsonians, but Callum Anderson was quick to latch on to that to take Heriot's onto a 40-point mark if he's successful, and he is indeed on towards Baggett. Berg was denied. Can Watsonians find some way to add a further 5 points? They do indeed. They're over for the score. The referee, Johnny Perriam, with the raised arm, and Jason Baggett then with the ball on the tee is able to strike a conversion that's clean, straight and true. And there we are then, Heriot's winners by 40 points to 17.
We're at the Green Yards this afternoon for the final game of the Super Series era between these two sides. Boroughmuir Bears and Southern Knights, both looking to avoid finishing bottom of the pile in this 5th, 6th place playoff. And Rob McDowell gets play underway here. Now become pretty open for the Boroughmuir Bears. Swan finds Muirhead, and Muirhead's found the gap, and he's going to squeeze in at the corner. And just when the Knights' defence was looking like it was going to take a great effort to breach, right-footed punt, it's delicately stroked over the crossbar. They'll press the reset button and go again. Gary Young gets the ball off of the quick penalty tap. Davidson tips it on Adobe. 2 tries already in the sprint championship, and he's got another. He crashes his way over the line. Short run up, right-footed kick, and it's straight through the uprights. And then Swan thinks he sees a little gap in the Southern Knights defence in the close quarters and charges towards the line. He's been brought down, but Davidson picks up. Looks to burrow over as Whittaker then has a little chance and goes over the line. It was actually Laboda was the player with the ball in hand. Matt Reid adds the extras, and it's a full complement of 7 points again for Boroughmuir Bears. Has to go alone, and Laboda then joins the party. Paul, little pump to the wrist, gives it to Stewart in some space, and he splinters through, and it's the 3rd Boroughmuir Bears try of the first half. And Stewart has looked dangerous all afternoon, and just that little pump to the wrists from his fly half. Matt Reid again with the conversion attempt on the 5 metre line. Into a biting wind here, but it's successful. Gamble ducks a shoulder and tries to puncture the defence, then across, and Sybil's now got it. He looks to try and ghost through himself, and he's able just to squeeze through the tightest of gaps in the Boroughmuir Bears defence. And what looked like was going to be a nailed-on forward try. The ball spread into the wider channels. But it's Jeremy Stivell with a try for the Southern Knights. Again, a bit of pressure coming on, but it's out. And Munn, oh, just splinters straight through the defensive line. He offered the ball on a plate to a teammate, and it just opened up in front of him. And the outside centre for the Boroughmuir Bears just meandered through the chasm left in the defence by the Southern Knights. As easy as you like. Pressure comes on up front from the Knights. Matt Reid again adds the extras.
Number 14, Matt Reid.
Finn Scott holding court as he walks over to throw the ball into this line out. And Southern Knights players casually arrive. It's been brought down there by Ferry. And now looking to muscle their way over the line. Had a lot of joy against Watsonians from these areas. And can they add another drive-in try from there to their arsenal? And they can. They're able to get over the line and get a reply score. And the man getting the pats in the back, it does look like it's Alan Ferry. However, the referee has signalled that the try has not been awarded. There's going to be a 22 dropout. But defensively, the Boroughmuir Bears were up to cut off those channels. Brett now ghosts the ball straight into the path of Greenlaw. And he is going to get the ball down for the Knights now. And that 16-point advantage is cut to 11. And in the final quarter of this game, the Knights will have to score a couple more. Sizes up his options as Paul is able to go through and floats the ball into the path of Stewart. And it's lovely play from the fly half to release his left winger, who's at the double here at the Green Yards. And that could be the try that secures a 5th place finish for Boroughmuir Bears. Still a bit of time to play, but there's certainly daylight now between these two sides. A dejected Southern Knights team trudge back underneath the uprights. Conversion attempt is successful as well from Matt Reid, who keeps up his unblemished record so far. Great work from the Ferry brothers. And then a great break from Ritchie. He's given back to Will Ferry. Tries to roll his way over the line. The referee has signalled that the score has been awarded. And the Ferries started it and they ended it as well. A great passage of play there from the Southern Knights. Final sway as he approaches the ball, right-footed kick, and it's true this time. 24 points to 35 now is the difference between the two sides. He's done well to get back to stop the Southern Knights back getting through, as George Paul now hacks it downfield. Matt Reid is chasing this one down with great endeavour, and he's able to gather the loose ball and float it back inside to George Paul for the try that will secure 5th place for Boroughmuir Bears. And it was a mistake from the Southern Knights, but great work rate from Matt Reid off the ball to chase it all the way down the pitch and give it back to the player who kicked it initially after a knock-on from the Knights, George Paul. And it is just what the fly half deserves. He's had a brilliant game in the number 10 jersey for the Boroughmuir Bears when he caps it with a fine solo effort. Ball rolled in, it's protected at the back, Cad's out, deploys it to Paul. Some good work and good interlinking play from the backs, and Boroughmuir Bears are going to sign off with a try from Alex Tom to bring the curtain down on their endeavours in Super Series Rugby. And it's an emphatic victory away from home against the Knights. Oh, great work there off the ball from Alex Tom, but it was the initial link-up play. And the extras are added, and it finishes here at the Green Yards in the final outing for these two sides in Super Series Rugby. It's the Southern Knights 24, Boroughmuir Bears 47.